This world will pass away, you know that. It will pass, there's no way around it. So what should we do here? Work normally, eat, buy what we need, you know? Just live until the time comes. When the time comes, turn your back on this world and get out. You'll have to leave, go to the mountains with the settlement of the sealed. But until then, it's like this, brother. It's exhausting. There are things that, man, this world here, sometimes it wears you out, you know? It wears you out. You're just a little robot in the system's hand. And the worst part is we're feeding the fallen one system, whether we like it or not. But the Father said we had to live by our own sweat, so we have to keep living, wait for everything to happen, and then get out. Whoever goes to the mountains, go happy, because look, you're going to escape a disaster you can't even imagine. You have no idea what's coming. If you knew even a little bit, I guarantee you, those of you in doubt, those who are like the foolish virgins, I'm telling you, think again. You have no idea what's coming. All these video games about cannibalism, death, zombies, all that stuff, it's going to become reality. It's going to become reality. Humans are going to become completely animalistic, totally insane at the end. They're creating new drugs that make people look like zombies out there. Imagine when they release drugs that make people eat each other. Cannibalism. When that time comes, people will crave human flesh because there'll be no food left. When the comet hits Earth, there'll be nothing. Animals will stop reproducing, crops won't grow anymore, fish won't reproduce, whatever's left is gone. And that's when they'll starve. That's why it says there that the mother eats her daughter. Those of you still doubting, look, it's been over 10 years, listen, almost 15 years now that I've been hammering this home to you. It's going to happen. Don't come saying later, oh, I didn't know. Man, it took over 10 years to understand something so simple. You know, what do you need to do? You don't need to do anything. Just love the Father, love your neighbor, help and work, keep doing things, live your life and wait for the time to leave, the exit. Even though there are many people who still doubt or joke around, mock. I want to see you mockers during the tribulation of the 1260 days. I want to see what happens when you get to the witnesses. I want to see what happens. Because when you get to the witness, they'll look at you and say, look, you had your chance. Now you'll have to chase after it, and it won't be easy, no. But that's how it is, brother. You have to endure this, these fallen angels here. Like I say, I'll repeat for the brothers again. Enoch and Elijah are going to war, and it'll be before the comet falls. You'll see this war. So brothers, you know, if you notice something's about to happen, start buying food for a bit longer, for 2-3 months. But people often say, but you say you need food. Of course, the day I eat, you won't need to, you'll leave. Just the clothes on your back, you won't need anything. But until then, you'll be your normal human beings. You'll have to eat, drink. You have to be prepared for that. Because Enoch and Elijah you can see them there poking each other. And this thing, which was a very clear prophecy, says in Revelation that the northern kingdom was going to surround the queen of the south. Look at these boats coming here, these ships there. And the Messiah makes it very clear. I think it appears in the prophecy. Messiah says they were going to surround with ships the land of Azazel of the queen. Don't forget, queen isn't a woman. No, she's not a princess. No, it's Azazel. The doll herself declares, I am queen. I am not a widow, and I will never feel sorrow. He himself declares he's queen. Remember that's in Revelation? He declares himself queen, yet he'll never feel sorrow or pain. But once I spoke, in a single day he'll feel it all. Practically destroyed, killed, his kingdom demolished in one day. He himself declares he's queen. And the king of the north is Elijah, Ishmael. Understand? Rubian asked, if the 21 days Gabriel fought the prince of Persia in Daniel represents Azazel and Ishmael's battle today, 21 years being half an hour, the half hour of silence in heaven mentioned in Revelation. You're aware of that, brothers, right? No, that must have happened in the past. Now, with Azazel and Ishmael, it's different. Now, it's an all-out violent war because the Messiah said this one will be unlike any that's ever been or ever will be. So it's 300 million times 150 million. Yeah, Ishmael set up in the north. Yeah, they were counting on it. Man, let's create all that stuff. But they won't have the power to use those things. Like I said, it'll go back to how it was before. And who has the most experience with that from the past? Because there won't be bombs, there won't be anything. Is Azazel. Azazel is a master at these things. So much so that he took Babylon, Egypt, Babylon, Middle East, Persia, Greece, and Rome. So he knows how to fight that way. Ishmael, no. Ishmael is still new. Even though he built up a power, like he took the north, turned the north into a power, he doesn't have Azazel's experience, no. Azazel is gonna lose the south here, but it's like this, he'll lose like that, but then he comes back, and when he comes back, he'll finish everything. So like I said, brothers, the oil is with you. You all have oil, you know you're all gonna rest a little. The Messiah warned me, there's no way around it, but keep oil close by when you sleep. Don't let it go, don't lose a single drop of this oil, you'll need it. You'll be teaching the brothers, sharing, posting videos on YouTube, and eventually you'll doze off. And that's when it'll happen. That's the worst part. I'm really rooting for you, brother, for you all. Don't sleep too deeply when it happens, because all of you, both the foolish and the wise, will fall asleep. And I'm really rooting for you that everything we're telling you doesn't fall on deaf ears. But what the Messiah said is, you'll all sleep for a bit, but some will sleep with oil clinging to their body, right? It won't let go. I hope you don't forget this. Everything that's been spoken to you here is life. Don't lose any of it. Don't lose it. And wait, whatever happens, don't get too attached to things, you know? Live your life. You have to work, practice loving your neighbor, and plant the seed, brother, and keep planting. And then you wait when you're all practically asleep. That's when it'll happen. But when you hear the bridegroom shout, right, as they say, right, half wake up, half are still. When they get up, when they wake, it's already gone. Already up in the mountains. By the time the others wake up, already in the mountains. Because getting to the mountain will take 1 to 2 days. Won't last longer than that. Because I don't know how the 144,000 sealed will take you there. Don't forget, if the 144,000 sealed reach you and touch you, suddenly, when they grab your hand, you become an angel. You travel 500 kilometers in 2 seconds. It'll be a spiritual body, an angel's body. You'll become angels, then you'll reach the mountain very quickly. And then those who are sleeping will stay and have to endure 1,260 days of hardship. Yeah, people eating people. There's things I can't even say what'll happen, but video games talk about this a lot. These video games about cannibalism, zombies, they talk about it a lot. That they're 1,000 times worse. He'll have his army here, part of the army, because when the comet hits Earth, it'll be divided. Part stays in Europe, in the West, in the East. Part stays here, but he won't have strength to fight with. Here in South America, there's no strength. I've already seen it. There's no strength. He doesn't have power to fight with. Now, see if Ishmael has the guts through the United Kingdom to take Europe. He doesn't. He's afraid. Ishmael is scared to death of messing with Europe. Why do you think the UK left the European Union, and you see they stay quiet, they don't make a move? Why doesn't Ishmael use the United Kingdom to mess with Europe? He's afraid because he knows he won't win. But Ishmael is certain, and I confirm it, he's certain he'll win. In the south, he wins. Now, in Europe, he won't win. In Europe, he won't win, no. No way he wins in Europe, he won't. But then, this little game they're going to play, humans will be caught in the middle, and they'll put weapons in everyone's hands, then leave for your neighbor, goes out the window, one kills the other. And that's what they love, seeing people kill each other, so there's no salvation. And that's it, brother. But the other question, brother, is from a sister who asked, she has a health problem, she uses a truck, right? So she's worried about electricity. Oh, brother. If the power goes out, the electricity, these brothers who need electricity to breathe, right? In this case, these brothers who use tracks are bedridden on oxygen. What's going to happen? How's it going to be for these brothers, right? There's also these brothers who are wheelchair users, all that. That's the question, and that's it. So, brother, I fulfilled the request, right? A day before the comet falls, a week before, I think a week before the comet falls, they're all going to be healed. Now, before that, you guys have to take care of yourselves. You know, it's complicated, I can't say, brother. I think people who have these problems, until the comet falls, you're in the hands of the fallen angels. After the comet falls, if you knew the truth, you're already on the Father's side, you'll be healed instantly. You'll sleep, wake up already well, and go to the mountains with them while the 144,000 are sealed. But until then, you have to, I don't know, if you need power, buy a battery, buy something that converts from 12 to 120 volts, a solar panel. You guys have to think. You have to think fast about these things, those of you who need to. The request was very clear. When the comet falls, 1 day before, 2 days before, you will all be healed. But there's the before, right? There's the before. You know, it's the same thing. You're living in your house, the power goes out in your house, just like here, the power's out. If you have solar energy, a panel, a battery, a solar panel, you can manage until it comes back. So you have to take care of yourselves in this part. This part, I don't know, brothers, you have to take care of yourselves in this part. What I said is this: 1 day before the comet falls, everyone will be healed. It's the request I made to the Father. This will happen, have no doubt. Now, before that, my brothers, I can't do anything. There's no way to do anything. You got to use your head, watch the YouTube videos, see what people are doing, and do things the best you can, because soon enough, even the money you use won't work anymore. You understand, brother? If that channel disappears one day, it's because of them, but even they want to learn from what I'm saying, because they forgot so much, they want to understand. You think they didn't see today what's going to happen? You think Ishmael, when he heard me say he's going to win the South, isn't jumping for joy right now, knowing it? Because I'm not just talking, I'm confirming what will happen. He's going to win the South. The South is already his. The moment Ishmael decides to take the South, he takes it, it's already his. But then, can he handle it? Because after Azazel rebuilds his army and comes for him, look, he better prepare because he's going to get massacred. And look, he's in a man's body, can't die, but Azazel's going to make him suffer, huh? It's going to be rough, you can be sure. And then later up there in the sun, they'll kill each other. I mean, they won't die, but they'll fight like a bunch of animals. They won't be able to unlearn it. Haven't they destroyed the earth all this time? Look at how many people have suffered on this earth because of them from Adam until now. Look at how many people died, suffered, starved, children burned at the stake, that they, the aliens, didn't like. Now it's their turn. They're going to reap what they sowed, and it's coming real soon. Bro.